Hi, welcome back, and we are almost halfway through the course, and we wanted to thank you, all of you guys, for working so hard so far. By now, you should have all received your grades and feedback on the Focus Rationale and Sources assignment for the Research Review project. And first, we wanted to talk a little bit about some of the common feedback that we've given to the students. So one of the common feedback that was made to a lot of students is that instead of listing the research journals or books or other sources of research, some students were citing the actual research studies or some search engines like Google Scholar or search databases like ProQuest or ERIC. So again, remember that the purpose of that first assignment for the research review project was to find and report the sources where you may potentially find some good quality research in your area of interest, but not the actual research articles. And that's the assignment, that's the task for your next assignment of the research review project. So if you receive some similar feedback from us, so make sure you revise that section and in your final paper. Okay, so another common feedback that we're given is the need for you to expand on your discussion of the issue that you are interested in studying. So it's very important to be very clear in articulating what exactly is the research topic that you want to explore, as well as what particular aspects of that research issue you're interested in learning more about. So again, as we said in our feedback, the discussion of the issue it has to be a thoughtful introduction into the research topic that will set the direction for the research questions that you ask and for the rest of the work that you will do in that project. So okay, so that's it for as far as this assignment concerned. And again, if you have any questions about the grades or the feedback that we're given, so let us know. As we already mentioned earlier, so in your final paper for the research review project, you will report all the revisions that you made for each part of the assignments of the RRP. Based on the feedback that we're given you. So if you revise and improve on your work in response to the feedback that we've given you, so that would be reflected in your final grade, and your final grade is going to be revised. So the grades that you have now are sort of temporary, pending your revisions. Okay, so as far as quick research activity 1 concerned that you've just submitted this past week, we will be grading them and getting back to you shortly, so hopefully sometime this Wednesday at the latest.
So this week, once again, you'll be working on 2 assignments. You'll have the readings that you usually have, and you'll have to take the reading quizzes. So in this week's readings, you'll learn about the qualitative methods in educational research, general qualitative approaches in conducting educational research, and different types of data that we collect through different qualitative methods, as well as learning about the pros and cons of quantitative versus qualitative data analysis. So far you've been introduced to the basics of quantitative concepts and methodology, and the qualitative methods is another important tool in the toolbox of the educational researcher. So oftentimes people argue in favor of either quantitative or the qualitative approach. So however, there's no real right answer. So as a researcher, the question that you should be asking is what method works best for the research question that I'm specifically asking. Okay? So the second assignment that'll be due this week is the final paper for the research review project. So make sure that you review the instructions for the assignment very carefully. So the assignment has 2 parts. In it, you'll annotate at least 10 research articles on your topic of interest. And the second part is that you'll connect the methods and the findings of these studies into a coherent discussion. So the research review paper is basically the meat and the core component of your research review project. So please spend some time on it and do your best in completing it. So that's it for today. Go ahead and review the instructions for the research review project and let us know if you have any questions. And see you next week.